Hi guys, welcome back. So today we have a card making tutorial, and for today's tutorial I think I'll start making Diwali cards as Diwali is just round the corner. So for today's card the inspiration is going to be this newly launched lantern die by Craft Angles. So earlier you saw some of the cutouts out of a red cardstock. That was just to show you how nicely and detailed the lanterns are being cut out. Now what I have decided is that for my card I'll be using some gold cutouts. So I'm just using some gold mirror cardstock and using my old trusty Cuttlebug and my newly launched dies to die cut some Diwali lanterns out of them. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel and don't know, I have been doing Diwali cards for more than 2 years now. This is my third year, and I'll be linking the playlist for both Diwali cards 2020 and Diwali cards 2019 below for you all to look at it. For die cutting, each machine has their own die cutting sandwich process. So I'm using the one which is specific to my Cuttlebug machine. And also you would have seen that I added a black paper. That is because these dies are intricate and I just added that piece of black paper to add an added pressure on my die cutting machine so that even the the intricate details are being cut out from the paper. So now you can see that the lanterns are being cut from the paper, and what I'm doing is wherever I feel that it is stuck, I'm just using my pricking tool. So normally for those who do a lot of die cutting, they have this prick tool which is available. So it is basically to remove all those minute cutouts from the dies. I currently don't own it. While doing die cutting, I realized that now if I want to do a lot of die cutting, it is a necessary, a must have tool, and probably in future you'll see me using it. But as of now, instead of that, I'm using this pin to just remove those tiny die cutouts from my dies. Another new tool which you would be seeing on my screen right now is the Wendy Vechi Makeup Station. Now, I was on the fence. I'll be really honest about it. I was on the fence for more than a year whether I should purchase it or not. And I have been very happy that I did purchase it, especially while doing these die cutting cards, because over the period of the upcoming videos you will see how it made my life easier, especially the whole magnetized things keeping it being in place due to those really good quality magnets that is there in the station. Now again, this is my honest opinion. I mean, I would suggest that you buy this if you are a lot into card making, die cutting, those kinds of things where you want to keep a lot of things in place at that point of time. If you're doing mixed media or things like that, a glass media mat would suffice. So here again you can see that I have cut out a lot of die cutting pieces. So I did like 8 9 pieces of lanterns. Now honestly I would only be using that die cut pass once, but just to show you that with all the passes you could still see that I was able to cut it really well. The minute details of those lanterns have also come out, and I'll probably use those die cuts in my future card making tutorials, so I don't have to die cut again. So whenever whenever I sit to die cut a die, I normally do a 3 4 passes of the die so that I have enough die cuts with me the next time I make something. This I feel saves a lot of time for me. So now that I'm ready with all my die cuts, I take a piece of Craftangle's dual textured white cardstock and I have created a A2 base out of it. Now, why I have specifically taken dual textured cardstock is because I'm going to do some ink blending on top of it, and it is my go-to cardstock for ink blending. I'll also link down a video below for you all where I have tested ink blending on a lot of cardstock which are easily available in Indian market, and during that is when I realized that Craftangle's dual textured white cardstock is the one which works best for me. However, you do you whatever cardstock works for you, you can choose the same. So this is one of the Happy Diwali stamp from an older Craftangle stamp set. Again, I'll be linking all the products that I talk about throughout the videos below in description. This is with all my videos. So any video, if you have any queries on where I can see the list of products, it is in the description of the YouTube video. So now I'm just taking a waterproof black pen, which in my case is Sakura Pigma Micron, and I'm just extending that swirls of H and I of Happy Diwali and ending it in such a way that it goes till the end edges of both the cards. And post that, I'm deciding on where I'll put my lanterns. Now this is an important step because where you are going to put your lantern will decide on how you are going to do ink blending. And also, since all the three lanterns are of different sizes, the halo of light that is coming from behind the lantern is going to be of different size. And that is why you see me taking a pencil and just drawing a very light, rough, round shape. And then what I have done is I have taken some mustard seed distress ink and my favorite Craft Angles ink blending brushes, and I'm just blending the circles. Now again, no logic to it, just putting a blob of yellow distress ink on top of those areas. Now this is where we are going to do a lot of distress ink blending. So basically I wanted to create a sky-like effect, and for that the colors that I have chosen is Broken China for a light blue, Chipped Sapphire for a dark blue, and Black Soot for the corners or the black edges. Now again, my go-to tool is Craft Angles ink blending brushes, simply because it makes my life much simpler whenever I'm doing some ink blending. So you can see that whenever I'm applying blue, I'm making sure that I don't go a lot towards the yellow part, because whenever that yellow and blue will merge, it will actually create a green shade which we don't want. Also here you can see that why I am now a fan of the Station by Wendy Vecchi, and that is because while ink blending, to keep my paper in place, I did not have to rely on any of the tapes, nothing. All I had to do was put my station and two magnets where I did not want to do ink blending, and it stayed in place because the magnets are really powerful. So that was the ink blending. It was fairly simple. I mean, I did not put a lot of effort in blending all the colors, as you could clearly see in the video, but that's fine because at the top of it we are still going to add a splatter of gold dust liquid watercolors, which I'm doing right now, and then I'll add a little bit of water splashes as well, just to create a more of rainy, snowy kind of a effect, and that will take away any mistakes of ink blending that were there on the card. Now, why I did not put a lot of effort on the card was because I wanted to create a quick card for you all, which especially during Diwali, I feel a lot of us want to make a lot of cards. So we want ideas which can be easily mass produced. And that is why I did not spend a lot of time in making sure that the ink blending was picture perfect. Now here I'm just placing those die cuts and checking out how they finally look on the card. And I think it looks perfect. Now, if you are making multiple cards, there could be another way in which you could use multiple colors. Like instead of a yellow halo, you could do a red halo. You could do a green halo. However, just make sure that wherever the two colors meet, like wherever the sky is meeting those halo, you don't over blend the colors, because if you blend those two colors, you'll get a third color which will not look nice. So keep your distance between the halo and the sky, and that ways you can make multiple kind of cards using the same design and the same dies. So that was my Diwali card for today. I do have lots of Diwali cards coming up, so stay tuned on my channel for further such inspirations. I leave you with the close up of these cards, and if you like my videos, don't forget to like, comment, and do consider subscribing. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, bye bye, take care.